I could immediately hear Jenny sobbing uncontrollably for a while before she told me how sorry she was and how terrible she is feeling currently. I was somehow able to maintain my composure all this time. I told her that it hurt terribly knowing that she thought so little of me that she so easily fell into Henry's trap. I asked her about my girls, they said they are doing well, and then asked when did she meet Amanda. She said she met her 2 days ago. It took a lot of time to process how wrong she was, and quickly she moved away from me. She immediately brought it to the attention of my ex-parents and they were just as stunned. They all wanted to contact me, but she said she wants to connect first and apologize. I told her what she had done was beyond hurtful. I asked what had happened to the golden child. She stated that he's been kicked out of the house. I chuckled a bit. She told me she had married Henry a year after the divorce was finalized, as he was the one who supported her through this. And suddenly it all made sense. Looks like he never gotten over her. She told me that she has a daughter with him too. After the discussions, I basically told her what is going to happen, and a detail of what I wanted. I want her to reach out to all my former extended family so that they are aware what a posse is. Secondly, I am only looking to co-parent only my 2 girls, and that I do not have any intention to reconcile with her beyond what it takes to me having a relationship with my daughters. And third, I will text her the date and time when I want to meet my ex-parents, and I want to meet them in person. After that I just hugged Kim. Knowing she was pregnant and her mood would have been all over the place, I kept my emotions in check, but I guess she was crying for the both of us and we fell asleep on the bed. When I woke up next morning, my phone was shut off, and when I put it on charge, I noticed the barrage of messages that were coming through. I had over 50 missed calls and hundreds of messages. I was also added to the family group message where every single one of them were apologizing. Over the next few days, I started getting messages from some of the friends who were apologizing for what had happened and how they jumped the gun on everything. The only reply I gave was to the family group that since I was disowned almost 8 years back, I was an outsider in this group and wished to remain so. Whether I forgive them or not would happen on my terms and my timeline and not theirs. I further told them not to add me back here, and left the group. Some of the family members tried to call me out by messaging me that they were disappointed in my reaction, and I shut them down, saying they were not in a position to judge me after being so quick to assume what I did and to not contact me again unless I contact them first. A couple of weeks later I called up Jenny and told her I want her to bring my girls over the weekend so I could meet them properly. Kim, being as adamant and feisty as she is, said she wants to meet her stepdaughters as well. We argued a lot. It was mostly me telling her that since she was pregnant she needs to take care of herself, but the Asian in her was pretty adamant, so I gave in. We met at a public park. Jenny looked a bit disheveled but looked like she put an effort to look as good as possible in this meeting. There I saw Alice and Sarah for the first time in 8 years. They had grown so much. The only memories I had of them were in my phone, as I was pretty blocked from all the socials and everywhere else. Jenny came crying, trying to hug me, and I put both my hands up front to decline. I then introduced her to Kim as my wife and she broke down a sobbing mess in the park. Kim came forward to comfort her and we sat down in a place close by. I grabbed both my girls and cried out. My girls were never told about me until recently and they were pretty conflicted as they only knew Henry as their father, but seeing me suddenly brought out some emotions. There was a lot of crying and talking. By the evening, we exchanged what had happened in our lives. She told me that she got married to Henry a year after that. He took care of her for the first few years. After that, things settled down. He still couldn't grow his landscaping business to a point where it's profitable, and then COVID basically forced him to shut shop. His parents were now dipping into their savings in an attempt to make ends meet, and he never bothered to start something again despite his parents telling him to. She said she's filing for divorce from Henry and she can't stand the sight of him. I told her she's free to do what she wants and it has nothing to do with me. I told her some details moving forward. Essentially, I wanted Alice and Sarah to attend family therapy sessions with me over going forward so we can heal. They've been robbed of their real father and it was time to make it right, and I want to be a part of their lives. I also wanted them to be with me and Kim over the weekends, but I told her that would have to wait as we had a kid of our own coming and I want to put my full energy into that for now. Lastly, she said that my parents wanted to reach out to me. I corrected her and said they were anything but my parents. I still had the letter of disownment they sent out along with the divorce papers and I had nothing to do with them. But both her and Kim stated that it would help me get closure from them. So I agreed. I told her that I would tell her when I want to meet them and where I want to meet them. I booked her a hotel and told her that I wanted her to be in this city for the night and I want some more time with my girls, with tomorrow being Sunday. We spent that Sunday together as well, but this time I took them to the sights and around the city and we really enjoyed the time we had. Before leaving, both of them gave me a warm hug and I told them I will see them next week.